Hi, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge outdoor wall sconce called the Mason Large. This is the 30005. Three sizes in this. Also, there's a post light. There's some beautiful fixtures, hanging fixtures as well. This is going to be the big one. This is our large one here, and I actually have the glass for all three. So this is the medium, okay, and this is the small. So you get a chance to see all of them. And this glass is beautifully hand-blown Hubbardton Forge glass. See how thick that is on the bottom? And this is pretty substantial and heavy. I mean, check this out. I mean, we're not kidding around when we say hand-blown glass. So it's the quality of Steuben, and it is quite remarkable. You know, once you get your hands on it, you don't want to let go, basically. So let's get into some details on this. This is the 15.9 inches overall height, and that's going to be the distance from the bottom of the glass to the top of the fixture, which is that arcing piece holding it all up there. 15.9 high, 11.3 inches wide, and that's going to be the part that kind of is your rain bonnet, you can call it that. 12.2 inches projection from the wall to the end of that top roofy part. Glass on this, 7.10 inches high by 8 inches in diameter. You just saw that, so you're good to go there. Backplate, 5.5 inches by 5.9. I want to show you more information about that, and how we're going to do it is we're going to look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on that side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. If you get a chance, watch the video on the smallest one, because I happen to have that one, the whole fixture there in the video, and the setup is the same for all three sizes as far as the backplate goes. You're going to have a bracket. That's what you saw in the installations instructions, and that bracket's going to go over your 4-inch junction box, and then on top of that you're going to have the backplate, and they basically kind of telescope into each other, and then on the backplate it indents on the edges, right? So the front of it's actually a little bigger, and the whole point is you don't want to see any of the screws that are mounting this thing to the backplate on that. So there's going to be 2 holes on the top, 2 holes on the bottom. That's where your screws are going to hold it all together. And once you have this up, run a clear bead of silicone up and over the top and back down again to seal your building and the fixture together, basically to keep moisture from going back there. So take advantage of that video on the small guy, because I really do get more information about that. Let's talk about what's going on inside of this as far as lamping goes. It's going to be using a halogen. Actually, I'd take it back. They used to call these halogens. Now it's just a G9 socket, because there's lots of LEDs that can go into this, and that we're going to get into that. You can use up to a 60-watt halogen if you want to. And these basically G9 bulbs either have little metal pads or little loops of wire, and they just basically push in just like that. So very simple. So like I said, 60-watt max, and that's going to be because of the heat generated by a halogen bulb. If you want to go LED, you can do whatever you like, because the cuff on this metal part is very tall, and it's going to hide whatever you put in there. So what I would probably do is go for the max light you can get, which is probably this one. And I found this on Amazon. This is a 75-watt equivalent 3000 Kelvin LED, and I like this a lot. I use this all over my showroom, including in fixtures just like this. So when you're on Amazon, the best way to do it is to go in there, put in G9 LED on a computer, not on your phone, because you want to see a big picture of this, and lots of results are going to come up. So you're going to see, some of them are going to say 2700 Kelvin. That's going to be super yellow light. Way on the other side of that is going to be something called daylight, and that's going to be sounding warm and sunny, but that's really a cold hospital waiting room light. That's that bluish white light, 4000, 5000 Kelvin. In the middle of all that is something called warm white, and that's going to be the light just like what comes out of an incandescent bulb, and that's going to be 3000 Kelvin. That's the light that's coming down on my hands right now. That's the light from these LEDs, the one that I recommend all the time, because it just looks good. It has a beautiful warm cast to it. So in that search, what you want to put in is going to be 3000 Kelvin G9 LED bulb, and you're good to go. They only use aircraft grade aluminum to make all of their outdoor lighting, and the reason they do that is because aluminum holds up better than any other material in harsh extreme weather. When you go out and you're out in the world, look up and you'll see those jet airlines flying up there way above your head. They're all made out of aluminum for a reason, because it holds up beautifully, it welds beautifully, it doesn't rust, it's very light, and it's just the best material to use outside. So on top of that, they have developed these outdoor baked epoxy powder coats that can go over this and make them pretty much indestructible, and we're going to talk about that right now. So how they do this, you'll notice in the picture next to me, there's a picture of a woman, and she's actually shooting powdered finish at the fixture, and they take the fixture, let's say this is the fixture to begin with, okay? They wire it up with a wire here, a wire coming down. They run a small amount of electricity through it to make it positive. And what that does, it makes it attract everything around it. So when she's over there spraying little bits of powdered finish, what it's going to do, it's going to go over the entire fixture. It's going to get into every nook, every cranny, top, bottom, sides, the whole thing. They're going to take that fixture, they're going to put it into an oven. That's going to melt that down and make it into a hard epoxy shell. And it makes it, incredibly strong. Because they do this, and these things have been tested in these wind chambers where they have shot, salty seawater at them, basically, because that's what's going to happen on a beach, right? Where a lot of these things are going to end up. They had to really do that to make sure that they're going to hold up for you. And because they have done that, they offer the best warranty for the entire lighting industry. And you can see that over on the left-hand side of your screen. Limited lifetime warranty for residential use, and check it out, and it'll really make you feel better about their products. Okay. Moving on from there, why don't we talk about our showroom in Vermont. We have over 350 Hubbardton forged fixtures spread across 2 floors. We actually have a What's on Display page on our website. It's over in the red tabs over on the left-hand side of your screen, so you can open up that and check it out. Showroom has also a clearance center. So clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's an amazing deal for you. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you guys are going to come visit us, do me a favor, bring a big SUV, if you can, if you have one, only because the boxes are set up for shipping. Measure everything you can think of. So measure with a measuring tape, measure your ceilings, measure counters, tables, distances between junction boxes and things like ceilings, because if you're looking, you want to make sure when you're looking at these things that they're going to be able to be used by you for your needs, okay? And then also bring an iPad. If you guys are doing a project and you have a tablet laying around at home, take pictures with that. Take pictures, and you can bring that tablet in, and we can go through all those pictures together and look and see what you guys are doing, and I can help you out on that, okay? So when you buy your Hubbardton forged fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. No tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else does that. Some larger items, generally big things on pallets and custom things, are going to be non-returnable. We'll always tell you that on the page for it, so just keep your eyes peeled for that. And then on top of all that, we offer a rush program. So in order for you to get all of these different finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. It takes generally about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it is super, super inexpensive. A lot of people don't even know about it. If you want to know about it, the best thing to do is just drop me a quick email, sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. You can also call 802-446-2400 during business hours. And so I'm here every day except Sunday, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time if you guys want to talk to me. And then you can email us 7 days a week at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. So I think that kind of wraps things up on this. You guys have any questions at all, let me know. Thank you for stopping in today. Take care. Bye-bye.